Also new at 10, will he beat the rap? An accused cop killer changes his strategy for trial. The man charged with killing a Rio Rancho police officer last year wants his statements to investigators thrown out.
It's a key piece of evidence that the defense says police got by violating Andrew Romero's constitutional rights. News 13's Lizzie Mitri explains.
Jessica Dean, police tell suspects they have the right to remain silent. In Romero's case, his attorney says he tried.
What happened last night, Andrew?
Andrew Romero walked by silently, but when state police questioned him,
no matter how many times Mr. Romero said, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to make a statement, over and over and over again.
At least 10 times, says his attorney Thomas Clark, but police continue to question Romero, who's now charged with first-degree murder for shooting Rio Rancho police officer Greg Nigel Benner on Memorial Day last year. Romero eventually did talk, but Clark says it was not voluntary, so he's asking a judge not to allow it in court.
The physical and mental state of a defendant plays a role, if not a large role, in whether or not a statement is admissible.
Romero told police he was high on heroin, he hadn't slept in days, and claimed police beat him. As for what he admitted to,
the state would argue that my client has confessed, and that's just not the case.
He repeatedly said he didn't want to hurt anyone. He said it happened and that he got scared. He didn't specifically say he shot Officer Benner, but he responded when asked if he meant to do it. Another issue the defense is looking at, intention.
First-degree murder requires that someone specifically intend to commit murder.
Clark filed a notice of defense of insanity and lack of specific intent. He says he's not going to argue Romero is insane, but he does believe he couldn't have made a deliberate decision to kill given his health history.
But things like PTSD and then long-term drug addiction, head injuries, previous head injuries, cognitive impairment, sleep deprivation.
We reached out to the district attorney's office, the Rio Rancho Police Department, and Benner's family, who all said they couldn't talk for fear of jeopardizing the case. But the DA is asking for Romero's health records to fight the defense's claims. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Lizzie. A hearing in the case is scheduled for tomorrow morning. Romero's girlfriend, Tabitha Littles, was driving Romero the night of the shooting and is also charged with murder for not doing anything to stop it. She may try to plead insanity, arguing she wasn't in her right mind when it happened. And News 13 has learned a new witness list shows she may testify against Romero.